Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. Today we're flying this PMDG 777-200LR with British Airways. I know British Airways don't actually use the 200LR, but we don't have a 200ER, so we're flying the 200LR fictional livery. So it's meant to be the ER, obviously, so if I go over here, it does say Rolls-Royce, but these actually are GE 90s engines, even though it says Rolls-Royce, so it's just for the livery, and it is fictional, as we do not have a 777-200ER in the sim. Anyway, we are currently sat on the ground at stand 1717 at the South Terminal at London Gatwick, and we're flying this down to Mauritius. I know I've already done this flight on the channel before, but I'm about to do this flight in real life. Literally, I'm pre-recording this video for it to get released in about a week and a half, and in the time of recording, I'm going on this flight in exactly 24 hours. Exactly 24 hours. So pretty cool. I've got some AI as well around. I think it's like the golden hour is what they call it, and it's like the lights actually haven't turned on, even though they should have turned on. Don't know why they're not. But because of my aircraft's got a reflection profile, it's nicely reflectant to all of the sun over there, but I haven't done it for any of the AI here, so they don't look as cool as my aircraft, but that's just sad, I guess. I should have done that. Anyway, if you're wondering why my aircraft is so much more lit up than the others, it's not because they're correct, it's because I'm correct and they're wrong. Anyway, getting the catering on board for this 11-hour flight. PFPX has calculated the flight time to be just 10 hours and 55 minutes, so that'd be nice if it's that long. So I see some like strobes or something. It's weird. Anyway, catering's just finished, so go inside the cockpit, go and close up the catering doors, like so. We go to the fuel and payloads section of the flight, or on the FMC, I guess. Total fuel on board will be taking 80 tons and 624 kilograms, so that's because that's 55% load level. Plenty of fuel to go somewhere else, I guess. Don't know what I'm on about. Anyway, 0 fuel weight, 172. Oh wow, this is rather low. 172.5. Wow, we don't have a lot of people. Right, that's about to PFPX, and just re-entered a new 0 fuel weight. It's going to be 192.0, and there we are. So 68% load level. That's a bit more realistic. So that is all done there. Actually, we'll go back to the payload page and we can see how many people we got on board ready for typing into GSX. So we've got 117 people in economy, got 33 in business, so currently we've got a total amount of passengers of 150, and then got 159 with the extra 9 people in first class. Let's type in 159. There we go. So that is all good. GSX will hopefully be all happy. GSX doesn't recognise this SOD jetway, which is rather annoying. So normally it would bring up some stairs and like buses and whatever, because it doesn't think there's a jetway there. But I've just told GSX to don't bring any stairs or buses, so we won't see any passengers visually today. It just set up there actually, but hey ho, we've still got all of this. Actually got, so GSX has now got the PBR update, so that's going to have nice golden textures around it, or reflections, I guess. Also looks awesome, especially in this aircraft. Looks amazing. Alright, let's go back into here, and we will get the aircraft all properly powered up. So battery on, primary external power, ADI is on, and army mode 6 lights, like so. Seatbelts can go on, nav light can go on, logo light can go on. Awesome, packs can go on to auto, and we're all set. Just gonna wait for the aircraft to fully power up, and then we'll be all good to get most things set up. Right, it looks like GSX has decided to bring some interesting cargo choices, and they're inside each other right now, so That's a bit annoying. Hey ho. It is what it is. So we're just going to wait for that to come along. Passengers, well, have they already boarded? Because there's like no visual passengers, so GSX just goes like loads them on instantly. Right. Weather and turbulence 2000 set to standard, and the gun to Unicom. I know I'm not online on VATSIM, but it's just good practice. Like so. Right. I can just stay on the FS Actions page, or just stay on the FS Actions, that'll do. And up here, waiting for the FNC to come through, like so. 1907, that is the current AirX cycle at the time of recording. I think that might go out of date once this video is published. Let's check. It probably, it may be out of date when this video is published. Right, we are currently at Gatwick. We are currently at stand 17. Does it put it in? Yes, it does. Just gonna wait for our GPS position to come through. There we go. Enter it in like so. Our route, we're going to put in the company route. So Gatwick to Mauritius. Like so. Departure runway is 26 left out of Gatwick. And we're Speedbird 2063 today. Put that in like so. Activate and execute. If you guys want to replicate the route I'm doing today, here it is. Just copy and paste, or just pause the video when you want. Like so. And the whole aircraft's just properly powering up now. And it's going to do its self-test soon, so it's just going to beep a lot. Here we go. Let's get ready. It's going to do it. There we go. That's annoying. There we are. Right. So fuel weight, just double click that. Reserves 4 tons, I guess. What does PFPX give us? Actually, PFPX says 3.2, so we'll do whatever that says. Going to be starting our cruise at 330. We are going to be using cost index of, I have no idea. It's a nice cost index actually. No. Well, I hope that, I think British Airways 777 is on the cost index database that I use. Let's go and check that. 777 is 100. Okay, and step size is just going to be, I don't know what that stands for. That may stand for something, I'm not too sure, but I have no idea. But that just basically means the PMDG aircraft will calculate its step climb. So we go up to 350, 370, do it up to 390. We do. Nice. So there we are. Thrust limit. PFPX is kindly, or Topcat I should say, has kindly calculated our thrust limit today. I'll take off. So D rate 1 and set temp 39, 94% on the N1. Flaps are going to be 15, and the CG, you can just double click that, and there we are. That'll give us our trim. Go to the next page, we can enter in the winds and everything to do with weather. It is going to be 200 at, well, it is 200 at 5 knots currently, so that will give us a headwind of 3 knots, and the slope, I don't know, so we'll just put 0. 20 degrees Celsius, currently at Gatwick, even though it is, what's the time right now? It's 10 past 9. So yeah, still quite hot, I should guess. Right, so acceleration, height, and the thrust reduction can all be at 1500 feet, like so. And there we are. I'm just going to put in 272, just round that down to this next whole number, and just going to wait for the RSs to align, and then that will just give us our B speeds. Go to departure and arrival. We can go to 26 left, and we're going to do the ADMAX, to X-ray departure, like so. Execute that, and this should all be filled out with nonsense flight restrictions or altitude restrictions, which you will most likely we may just skip them. So yeah, right, index, take off. There we are. Cool. Right, let's go up to the MCP and we'll set the VORs on. Data traffic 10. Flight directors on. I don't know that yet. I'll just put that in later. And we'll get the VORs on this side, data and terrain 40, and traffic can go on. Awesome. RSs should be aligned in about 3 minutes. We'll set the HPA, and that is currently 1016, like so. And that's going to put that over, not meters. There we are. And that's fine down there. That's all synced up. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to close this door because passengers have boarded. And once it's closed, we will arm it. Like so. And then we'll just go on that page. And we're just going to open up the soda menu here. And we'll just go and undock this jetway because GSX will not do it for us today. I'm going to get the dome light on because it's rather dark. I'm going to get these floodlights on ready as well. Awesome. Okay, so once baggage is all on the aircraft, oh wow, it's basically almost finished after cargo's done. Go and close that. Everything's finishing because we forgot to, well, everything's finishing because it's finishing, but we forgot to turn on the ADIUs well, earlier, so it's just going to take some more time. I'm just going to wait for the boarding to be completed and it'll sound from GSX and then it'll be all good to close the forward cargo door. And then we can get the APU started. There we go. That's closed. Like I said, I'm just going to wait for GSX to tell us that its boarding is complete. There we go, boarding completed. We'll close that door like so. We'll just leave it on this page as we go to the ground connections and we'll get the APU started up. So APU starting. And that forward left pump is now in use. Awesome. So just about under 2 minutes now until the IRS is aligned. What we do know is our heading for the runway, which is 258. Oh, if I can actually, there we go. And our initial climb clearance is going to be, it doesn't say, but we do have some restrictions at 6,000. Well, many restrictions at 6,000. I'll start off with the first restrictions 5,000, so probably the initial climb will be 5,000. We'll set 5,000 then, and once we're in the air we can always just keep going up to 330. 1 minute to alignment, then it'll be all good. Everything's disconnected from GSX side wise. In fact, what we'll do, we're going to get the pushback ready, nose right, and I think this is the new GSX tug. Yes, it is. And what it does, it lifts the wheel. But it doesn't really work on most add-on aircraft though, because oh, that's not even on the line there. Most add-on aircraft use a special flight dynamic. I don't know what the actual thing is, but basically means GSX can't lift the wheel, but it can do that. If you use this tug on like a default aircraft or something, it will lift its wheel, which is absolutely amazing. Right, APU should be running. Yes it is, and get rid of the external power. And what we'll do is set the parking brake and we'll get rid of the wheel chocks. Well, basically everything. I'm just going to wait for the IRSs to align. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And boom. Yay. Awesome. So, V1 149 rotating at 152 and V2 at 158. Let's do the checklist now. Right, oxygen mass is checked, and on the other side, awesome, that's up and running, and so is the flight instruments, everything's running as well. Flight deck doors closed and locked. Well, it's not even model, so it will never be open and unlocked. MCP, we're just about to finish that off, so 158 for our B2 speed.
Apron is now clear, ready for push.
And
Release parking brakes.
That is good. Takeoff speeds, we just went through. TD pre-flight check is complete. Trim is, well, there's no hydraulics running right now, so that's fine. Taxi takeoff briefing. Now we'll just taxi and nose, push back nose right, taxi around to the runway, easy. And we did our takeoff briefing earlier. Beacon light can go on, like so. We can tick that off, and we can get rid of that. Go to the engine page, and we're all now good to go. So we'll release the parking brake.
Release parking brakes.
Because GSX is asking us to. Let's make sure it's all clear behind. I know it does say it, but it doesn't actually mean it. There we are. Parking brakes are released.
Apron is clear.
Okay.
To start engines at own discretion.
Right, we got the fuel pumps on. Let's just double check. Do we have any fuel in the centre? We do. Not a lot. 18 tons. Well, that's actually quite a lot, but whatever. It does say it's low. Oh no, it doesn't say it's low. It's just it's saying it's not on. Sorry. Anyway, we will get this to auto. I'm waiting for the fault lights to go off. And that shouldn't take too much time. And there we are, so we can get all the essential hydraulics up and running. Awesome. Let's get the number 2 engine started. Start the timer, bring in the fuel, boom, starting Project Fly. Awesome. Let's go to Mauritius. Let's bring up the lighting here, and I'll go to the side as well. What's the wrong one? There we go. Let's bring some of that lighting up and down here as well. And then we get rid of the dome light because we've got the floodlights on now. And obviously we need to change these a bit because they have double lights. If that makes sense. There we are. I think I'm happy with that. So yeah, most of the flight is a bit in the night actually. But we should be landing into Mauritius in the day, so should all be good. A wonderful scenery as well from FSDG. There we go. That start switch is just clicked off, so we'll start number 1. That's all coming alive. We'll bring in the fuel. Let's go outside. Awesome. These wonderful General Electric GE90s, even though they say Rolls Royce. It's just like I said earlier, it is a fictional livery. So these are actually GE90s, even though they just say Rolls Royce. And that is going to break our wheel there, or our gear. Thank you, GSX. Don't know when the light's going to turn on. Turn on the scenery. I think there is some black. I think black marbles turned on. I think you can see some lights in the distance. But the scenery here actually hasn't even turned those lights on. Like the sun coming through the bridge there. That is awesome. Right. Hope GSX is not going to make a big fuss out of all this pushback. Should all be good. As soon as we get a tax light on, we should be able to see most of the stuff, but it is still pretty dark out there. Right. So all of the engines are started. Just waiting for the left bleed to get the air from the left engine to come through.
Pushback complete, set parking brake.
Pushback's complete. Parking brake is set. And once that's all up and running, we will go and get the AP off, like I say. Awesome. So once GSX is all disconnected, we'll get the taxi light on and we'll get going. Right, let's go to the checklist. And anti-ice not needed. Recall is checked, and it's just the TCAS showing up, which is fine. We're not going to set it to T8R radius yet. Auto brake to RTO, flight controls. Let's go and check them now. So full left, checked. Full right, checked. All the way down, and that's all good. All the way up. That's checked as well. Rudder full left, rudder full right, and I'm happy. Cool. Right, trim down to 3.75 though. There we are. Let's go back to the checklist. That's all good. Ground equipment, we're just waiting to be fully clear for us, and that's all good. I wonder if these lights actually like do some sort of reflections in the aircraft. I don't think I saw them do anything, so maybe
Clear
not.
left and clear right.
Right, clear left, clear right.
Bye bye.
It's not actually clear because that's still there, but it's just going to be driving off. Can't really see the marshaller. Let's just turn on the light. I still can't see you. If he was in the light though, he would probably lose some vision in for the next lifetime, I guess. Right, those lights are pretty bright. Flaps 15, like so. And I get the taxi light on. Yeah, we can see there's a bit of the taxi route now. And have VNav, release the parking brake, and we'll get taxiing. Awesome. Let's go. Come on. Smooth aircraft. We're not that heavy today. Well, we are very heavy, but not compared to what a normal 777 would take off at. Weight-wise. There we are, now we're moving. Give it a bit of power. Get back around to that 30%, I'll say. I'll get it moving. Awesome. So, let's go currently taxi down where we are now. We're currently on the taxiway Kilo. I'll reduce the thrust now. We're approaching 20 knots. That's not wingtip clearance with that. Thomas Cook. Should be fine actually. So yeah, we do need to turn left at November. And then we'll make our way over to the wonderful Gatwick craziness of hold shorts for one way 26 left. So we should have a November sign to the left. We do. Now out of the terminal sort of area, we'll get the turn-offs on, so we can kind of see where we're turning. Because, well, turn-offs, I guess, is literally what it says. Right, November. Steer ourselves around. I'm not a 777-300, so don't have to compensate for massive steering, but it's still quite a long aircraft anyway. And we'll continue taxiing up November. Then we'll take a left around about Alpha Sierra or so, and then we'll take our way over to the Alpha 3 hold short, and that will do for our departure. Get a bit more power again to get us up to speed. There we are. So, oh, Portugal there. Can't see what's in the distance though. So Zulu on the left. Alpha November first. Then Alpha Sierra. It's just coming up. Next is Alpha November. This should be Alpha Sierra just up here. It should be. Yes. Yeah, we'll take a right onto Alpha and line up with the runway. Well, as long as there's no aircraft landing. Well, there isn't any aircraft landing on that side. Let's hopefully the Ultra Traffic Live isn't taking off or landing on the other runway. It doesn't seem to be, so I think we're fine. Let's check out to sky just to see if I'm not dreaming. No, we're good, we'll be clear. We can line up on the runway instantly. Awesome. Right, let's take off the before takeoff checklist. There we are. All good. Set to take off. Right, let's line up. So all the landing lights can go on. Taxi light off, strobe light on. TARA. And the weather radar can go on. And there we are. Let's line ourselves up.
26 left.
There we are. 26 left, verified. Thank you, Raspro.
On runway.
Cabin already, just in time. Awesome. Let's get ourselves out of here. So start the timer. About 50% will do. Just get the engines all stabilised. And make sure it doesn't glitch about. That's all good. Set toga. There we are. Looking for 94% in the N1. And thrust set. Airspeed alive. All good. Stable. And 100 knots. Wow. Woohoo! That is some power outside. Right, V1. Rotate. Oh, I'm rotating it like I'm in a 787, but hey ho. Let's continue rotating now in the air. Don't have to worry about tail strike. Acceleration, positive rate gear up. Awesome. Wow. Oh, wow. Doesn't that look good? Blimey, that looks amazing. If that's the screenshot, or the thumbnail, sorry, for the video. I know this video is probably going to be the most viewed video on YouTube, just because of that. Flights and clickbait. Right, let's just bring the nose down a bit, and what we'll do, even though we just started climbing, we just started getting in the air actually. Set 330, we're offline, it's fine. Let's start the right turn. Let's do this manual. Like so. And yes, we're going to clear off all of the altitude restrictions up to 330. That should do. That's enough clicks, I hope. Or transition altitude, and that should do that. That's my 2D thing. There it is. 6,000 out of Gatwick. There we are. There we are. Cool. At least it reminds us to do that. And let's go bring the flaps up. Awesome. I kind of really want to get like a screenshot when I look like that. Oh, there's the immersion. Oh, that looks amazing. Look at that. We've got the night lighting in the background as well. Just can't get any better than that, can you? And the sky textures, oh, that just tops it off. It's like cream on top of a cake. I'm not sure if that's even a saying, but hey ho. Alright, flaps are up. Continue to turn. Should actually see Gatwick down on the right. Maybe. Let's try not to overturn here. That's all good. Over bank. Autopilot can go on. And yeah, Gatwick's down there. Obviously, its lights haven't turned on yet. I wonder if there's like a config for that or something. But there are some lights, but that's just part of the scenery. That's not actually dynamic lighting. So we've got the black marble lighting just loading in the distance. Oh wow, past 6,000 feet. Standard pressure, awesome. Okay, that was one of the most beautiful departures I've had in a long, long time. London is always, look at the golden like reflections on the engine. London's a wonderful place to to fly in and out of at dawn and dusk, sunrise, sunset. But it isn't nice on frame rate. But that's why. The reason why is because it looks so good. Right. Okay, so let's continue zooming out on these displays, because we don't need them all to be all zoomed in all the time. Awesome. That's went past 10,000 feet. We'll bring the lights off. Didn't need turn-offs because we. Well, actually, turn-offs, are they on this? No, they're on the. Oh no, they are. The turn-offs are there, aren't they? Could have actually kept them on, but don't actually need them. And about to pass 10,000 feet. Climbing like crazy. There's 10,000 landing lights. Can all come off. Lovely. Right, not much to do now. Let the aircraft accelerate and climb by itself. Turn off the passenger signs around about or near to the cruise. And what we'll do, take off the takeoff checklist. Awesome. There we are. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that beautiful departure out of London Gatwick. I'll see you in the arrival all the way down in the southern hemisphere in Mauritius. Should be in about 11 hours time we should be arriving. So, hopefully there's no terrible headwinds. If anything, there should be some sort of a tailwind actually on our way over Europe, so that should be okay. Anyway, I'll see you in the arrival. Enjoy the cinematics. I should be able to get some good visuals actually on the cinematics. And bye bye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down into Mauritius. We're currently just passing flight level 160 on our descent. Seatbelt signs have been turned on, and we're currently on the Gatwick. I don't know what it's actually called. Gatwick 1 arrival. There we go. Should have done that. It's a bit tricky with our descent right now because the aircraft keeps speeding up with the BNAV, which is a bit silly because surely the aircraft should have calculated a bit less of a steep descent. But hey ho, there are some buildings over there which are just like flickering like mad. So all those trees, can't tell. Anyway, they are getting a bit annoying. And yeah, I mean, flight's been going well. Now in the day, we've been flying for 10 hours and 40 minutes. Current UTC time is 7:05, which means it's 5 past 11 in Mauritius. Right. I think it's 5 past 11. I think it's UTC plus 4 in Mauritius. I'm just going to double check that. Let's see, Mauritius time in UTC is yes, plus 4, so it's 11:06 now. Awesome. Right, yeah. They're saying speed brake extended, but like we need it out. So yes, thank you for letting us know. Let's go full speed brake, just to keep us back onto that. As soon as we get to that speed, I might just bring it down to like about 75% retracted or something. Yeah, it's just tricky. There's no actual speed restriction apparently, but actually you might want to get down to that 240 knot mark. But there will be, if I go to the VNAV page, yeah, 240 below 10,000. So that'll come into play when we go towards 10,000 feet, and that will be all good. Okay, there we are. So full speed brake out, just to get us down to that speed. So once we get below 10,000 feet and slower than 250 knots, we can go and request our stand at Mauritius. It's a bit odd, because if you try and request the stand on the ground, for some reason, GSX thinks that you're at the heliport in the airport, which obviously we aren't. So I'm going to try and request it in the air, which will just be easier. And the stand that we would want is probably around about stand 10 or something, I think. So let me just double check with the charts. Yeah, 10 or 9 will do. And if you don't know where 10 or 9 is, you'll see where that is when we get there. Right, let's just go and descend even further. 4,000 feet, I believe, is... Yeah, we should be on the RLS or so. Awesome. We're still trying to decelerate with full speed brake. Not decelerating amazingly though. Right, bring the checklist up. Recall is checked. That's absolutely fine. Notes, there is no notes, that's fine. The runway length at Mauritius is 3,370 meters. Auto brake 1 will do just fine today. Landing data, VREF and minimums. Let's go and put in our flats 30, 137, and the minimums for today's arrival is going to be 456. So that's why we put at 400 there. 456, please. There we are. Might bring a bit of this weekend. And approach briefing is normal. Set, sorry. Transition altitude is at 4,000 feet, and the current QNH in Mauritius is 1017. I'm just going to set that on standby. Lovely. So it's heading to roughly what we're looking for. We'll zoom in on these displays. There we are. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm not sure what it was like. These buildings. I think it's the buildings that are just like flickering. That's got rendering issues, but hey ho. Airport's somewhere down there. On the other side of the island, down the south. And yeah, so we've passed 10,000 feet, so landing lights can go on. and the turn-offs. I did turn off the logo light in the cruise. Don't need that anymore because we're in the day as well, so it's all good. Looking on time as well. Do not actually need this to be rig anymore. Let's get rid of it all. See what happens. If the engines go to idle, do you still speed up a bit? Seems to be okay. Yeah, we should be just fine. Awesome. Right. So at this waypoint Bigora, I think we should be at 4,000 feet by then. Then we should be on the RLS, or yeah, basically on the RLS by then anyway. So we'll see. It's a bit cloudy, a bit foggy actually, but it is early in the morning. Well, not early in the morning actually. It's 10 past 11 now, isn't it? So not the perfect weather. The current winds are 180 at 7 knots. The temperature is 25 degrees Celsius as well, so nice and hot. Not too hot though. And the winds are not too crazy that we're not getting a stupid crosswind. Yes, apparently the clouds are scattered at 1,800 feet. That's absolutely fine. Cool. So if I go and see, can I get a... Yeah. It tried to... I think it was this that GSX used to like think. Yeah. The heliport at Mauritius International. They tried to like request something from there. It's just not right. Gate 10. There we go. Handling by Air Mauritius. Ooh, no. Let's just go and give that a quick restart, shall we? Should we just revoke my parking services? And I'm just going to change one quick setting. I'll be right back. I've just realised I can't change the setting in the air, so we're going to have to be handled by Air Mauritius. For some reason when I'm trying to open this, it doesn't come up with my key. And now I think GSX is broken. Oh. There we go. So, Mauritius gate 10. Right, let's just leave it there. Okay. Right, handling by Mauritius. Wonderful. Okay, so that's the glide slope actually. We've got the approach armed. And as long as we keep on this descent rate, we should be all good. When we get the localizer, we should capture that glide slope right after. Hopefully. Let's go and arm this speed brake. So, that looks a bit odd, that texture. Go to the checklist page. And as soon as we pass, there's a localizer actually. We should get that glide slope ever so soon. Hopefully. And the missed approach altitude is going to be 4,000, which is already set. Awesome. I'll set this vertical speed to be a little... There we go. Should capture that glide slope very soon now. There we go. Glide slope's captured, and I think that's the runway I can see. Yes, it is. And we're accelerating again. Aircraft, slow down. We're going down to 180 knots. Flaps 1. No, plus 250 knots first.
Radio altimeter.
So we're going to be staying quite low over the ground. It's like a hill, basically just descend all over. We're 12 miles out, and I would like to be at like 180 knots right now, but hopefully we should be able to decelerate in time. We bring the gear down and that'll just add extra drag, help us out. Cool. And yeah, our approach speed will be 137. So no water land, absolutely fine. Alright. Set it to 1017. And let's set this to 160 in fact. Because we're gonna go we're gonna land at 142. So I wanna get nice and slow as fast as possible. You know what? Our current deceleration rate, I kinda just wanna go straight to 142 and just constantly decelerate all the way down. I think that might be a good idea actually. Just keep bringing flaps out so the nose doesn't pitch up too high. So about to pass 180 knots. But yeah, about this distance I would set approach speed anyway, so we're all fine. And flaps 20. 25, and flaps 30. Awesome. I'll get rid of the speed brake now, don't need that. Should be able to decelerate passively. And we'll take the checklist once all the flaps are out. And once the flaps are all out, we will go and take the autopilot out. Hopefully there's no aircraft on the runway. There is not. Wonderful. Flaps are all out. Tick that off. Get rid of the checklist. Take off the autopilot. Awesome. My aircraft. And I think, yeah, throttles go idle and automatic. On auto throttle anyway. So once we land, so that's fine. We can keep the auto throttle in. I think. I can't remember actually. Just to be safe, I'm going to take it out of auto throttle because I can't quite remember how it works. Right. Let's get back onto that glide slope. Bit of power to keep us not slowing down. Awesome. I don't see any I don't see any traffic down there. There's 180/40.
4.
Approaching 1-4.
1,000.
1,000 checked.
500.
500. Wow. So it fell out of the sky then.
400.
Keeping those up a bit. More power. Trying just a tad to the left, I think we'll do.
300.
Yeah, we've been the nose of the boat. We do have 3 reds. Do not want to get in that 4 red zone. There we are. Spin the nose down a bit again. I think we're all stable. Awesome. Just trying to get that 3 whites though. I think we are all good.
Sync rate.
Oh, that's going a bit fast. Continuing. This random textures are great.
100.
It's weird.
50. 40. 30. 20.
And out of the throttle.
10.
And touchdown. Oh, no, I may have bounced that. There we go, touchdown. Reverses out. Oh, wow, that sounded a bit aggressive. That was not aggressive, though. Right. And 80 knots.
4,000 feet remaining.
60 knots, forward idle, manual braking. Let's keep it rolling till, what's this? Charlie? Bravo. Delta.
Remaining.
Awesome. Flight time, 10 hours and 52 minutes early. No, not early. Not early by 11 hours. We're early about 8 minutes, which is nice. You can set the barrier, get rid of that, and the flight directors can go off like so. APU can start up, and the vacate clear up. Speed brake in. Flaps all the way up. Weather radar off. Landing lights off. And the text lights on. Turn off that right landing light. There we go. Strobe off. Awesome. Welcome to Mauritius. Landing was a bit. I don't want to say. Yeah, it's a bit. It's not too firm actually. It's minus 229 feet per minute. Not too shabby. Alright, let's taxi to our stand. So we're currently taxiing down Yankee, and then we'll make a left down Hotel, and then we'll take a right and just follow toward, basically taxi to stand 10 from there. Simples. Yeah, I think the heliport's I don't know where the heliport is at this airport. Hopefully everything's still fine. Yeah, cool. Get a bit of power again. Let's get us going. Right, all the flaps are back up. Awesome. We'll get rid of the disarm on that. Right, so around about 25 knots will do. Not 30. Okay, that's all good. So yeah, we could got some old Air Mauritius liveries here. Wow. There's no other aircraft in the morning in Mauritius right now, apparently. There's Kilo, sorry. Then that should be... Yeah, hotel's this one here. So I want to take a left down. Cool. Awesome. That's wonderful. So don't want to go down there. That's for the general aviation park. We want to take a left there. About 100 meters or so. So that's Juliet. November. Okay, that's like... Why are you not rendering when I'm still in view? It's weird. Okay, AP should be running. It is. Get rid of the Tenos. Don't even need them at all. Stand 10, I believe, is just to the right of that Mauritius A340. I think. Or was it just 2 stands to the right of that, probably, actually. Yeah. Tax light can go off. Swing around. Yeah, stand 12, and then we stand 11, and then stand 10. Which is this one here. We've got the older terminal. This is new. Right, let's slow all the way down now. That will do. And I believe we have the marshaller today, but I believe that marshaller is inside the building. Not very useful at all. We'll have to stand outside. We'll get the view outside. Let's just line this up properly. There we are. 1819 apparently only parks here. Oh, they said we could park here. So the stand is big enough, so don't see why not. We'll park at the 1819 bit then. There we are. Right, parking brake set. As the AP is running, AP generator is already on. We can turn off the engines, and we can stop the block time at 10 hours and 11 hours, sorry, and 4 minutes. We ride with 6.3 tons of fuel. Okay. I am going to shut down the aircraft now, so seatbelts off, beacon light off, all the fuel pumps can go off, all the hydraulics can go off. We can go now request deboarding. Oh, I forgot how many people on the aircraft, so let's go and check. 100 and what was that? 117, 159, 159. Awesome. I parked a bit too short, did I? Probably because we parked the A319 stand. These are SOD jetways, and it's probably SOD connection lost. It does this sometimes. Dock to left. Wonderful. That's going to get connected up. Also, these going to get connected up. We'll get into position. So we're going to open up the doors. We'll disarm that door. We'll open up the cargo doors, and we're just going to wait for that to stop moving, basically, which it has, which means we can open up this door. Lovely. Alright, actually let's go back down to here and we go to ground connection, set the world shock, set the power plugs and set the air conditioning unit. External power on, AP off. There we are. AP shutting down because this aircraft's going to be sat here for quite a while now. Get rid of the parking brake, release some pressure on the brakes there. And we'll go to the checklist page, and parking brake does not need to be set. There we are, not going to secure the aircraft. So, oh, we forgot to have TCAS to stand by. That's fine. It's not too bad actually. Big deal. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the flight of British Airways and 777-200 LR General Electric GE90s from Gatwick to Mauritius. I love that. Got the old livery there. FPS is somehow just got worse. I thought it might be due to the passengers, but there won't be any passengers rendered actually, because GSX lost connection to SOD. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.